Before our next book club, we're challenging each other to come up with our own "This I Believe" statement. We're reading the book compilation of essays on what people believe. So we're going to read the book, and we're going to present it to others of what our beliefs are. So here's my version, which the first version was recorded with a couple of typos, and the camera was like half of my head on the screen. So let's try it again. This I believe. November 11th, 2012. Life is so very short and so very precious. I believe we need to look at life in the most objective way possible so as to determine the truth. This beautiful world is all we know about right now, and to assume that there is a God or gods or a supernatural force is beyond our scope to comprehend. So why assume anything? Let's enjoy what we have now and learn to gracefully fall in love with a plethora of mysterious questions. Let's strive to live the most ethical, loving, and meaningful lives that we can live. This can be done with or without the God concept. I like this quote from Albert Einstein. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious, the knowledge of the existence of something unfathomable to us, the manifestation of the most profound reason coupled with the most brilliant beauty. I cannot imagine a God who rewards and punishes the objects of His creation, or who has a will of the kind we experience in ourselves. I am satisfied with the mystery of life's eternity, and with the awareness of and glimpse into the marvelous construction of the existing world, together with the steadfast determination to comprehend a portion, be it ever so tiny, of the reason that manifests itself in nature. This is the basics of cosmic religiosity, and it appears to me that the most important function of art and science is to awaken this feeling among the receptive and keep it alive. End of quote. My family is wonderful. My wife is tremendously accepting and trusting. Unlike me, Debbie is a true-to-form Christian who genuinely believes that she will someday go to heaven to meet up with people she intensely loves. I am jealous of this. I wish I could take that leap of faith. Debbie is perhaps the most generous and caring person I've ever known. She is the epitome of a caregiver. I am tremendously lucky to be married to her and appreciate Debbie more and more deeply each day. I have two wonderful sons, Ryan and Stephen. For this as well, I am truly blessed. Ryan has a great sense of humor and has a burning interest in politics. By the way, I take some responsibility for his intense atheism, but am very grateful that he's turning out to be a fantastic free thinker. It will be great to see how this intelligent young man's life unfolds, as I love him more than life itself. My youngest son, Stephen, is autistic and severely developmentally disabled. He has the most magnificent smile and laugh. He also loves hugs. My hope for Stephen is that he feels a sense of peace and that he's happy throughout his whole lifetime. Thank you, Stephen, for showing us the sublime gift of unconditional love. My mother and father are still powerful role models in my life in many ways. I have tons to be thankful for. I can only hope to live as meaningful a life as these two have put together right before my eyes. The topic of spirituality is one I continue to be fascinated with. I have, as of late, been perplexed and quite captivated with the questions revolving around the topics of science and religion especially. I love looking at the night sky and just pondering the complex mystery we are all part of. I like glancing at YouTube presentations of the so-called God debates involving the neo-atheists and the more entrenched religious traditionalists. I have great respect for those who are religious, but I think the path of truth lies in uncertainty. I don't think we can assume anything about a higher power. The best I can do is to hope for something more which is benevolent, which may represent a higher meaning. At this point, I think it's better that I center on intellectual honesty rather than blind faith. I believe in love. I believe in truth. I believe in the close bonds between family and friends. I believe in music. I believe in sharing laughs and cries and celebrating being a human being. I believe life is a wonderful journey. Not a second should be wasted. I write this essay at the tender age of 53. I still think there's much more to do in life, even in middle age. I feel my life's perspective as in focus now than it's ever been. My mind and soul is sharp as it's ever been. Music is very important to my life. I love to discover new musicians, singer-songwriters, etc. I love to write a new song, a new life's creation being sent into cyberspace. Somewhere in the universe, I hope this new song is being received in a favorable way. I love writing prose too, and have written 2 books, one fiction and one nonfiction. It's this humble sharing that I find intensely gratifying, that I'm able to give something so personal from my corner of the world that may mean something to others. I hope in some small way to encourage others to find their own light of creativity and freedom. My writing is my true love. I've spent 19 of my years in my life in radio broadcast news, and have expressed myself in many ways to the public. The need continues to write in a more personal and meaningful manner. I still have a burning desire to express myself on the printed page. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. In my business life right now, my focus is on customer service. I have been intensely interested in uncovering the secrets to excellent service, striving to master the art and science of customer satisfaction. In my work, I field phone calls from people who want to disconnect or downgrade their cable, internet, or phone service. I'm rather enjoying the art of killing an angry person with kindness and speaking to them with a caring and compassionate voice. I'm passionate about my work and excited each and every day about perfecting my craft. In my opinion, that is more than enough to keep it interesting. As far as politics goes, I've always been a Democrat. I believe they are the party of hope and the party of inclusion. I think it's very important to give a fair shake to the citizens who are willing to work for it. I'm also a very strong advocate of the environment and women's and gay rights. I believe we must work toward a more positive worldview with a huge emphasis on human rights. We also must take a very serious look at the environment and not dismiss it because of greed-based and short-term business interests. We need to care more for our grandchildren, children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, and great-great-great-great-grandchildren. Ultimately, what brings the biggest thrill in life is the unknown, living the questions and wondering what exciting events will be around the corner. It's better to live life this way than dreading the future. Life is so short anyway, why dread the future? It's better to concentrate on the exhilaration that life brings, rather than ruminating on one's possible date of expiration. It is this quote from Rainier Maria Rilke that best describes my current philosophy of life. Be patient toward all that is unsolved in your heart, and try to love the questions themselves, like locked rooms and like books that are now written in a very foreign tongue. Do not now seek the answers which cannot be given you because you would not be able to live them. And the point is to live everything. Live the questions now. Perhaps you will then, gradually, without noticing it, live along some distant day into the answer.